A shimmering cloud of spores drifted toward us like a soft golden mist. It was beautiful, but utterly lethal. In that moment, time itself seemed to freeze. "Get inside. Now." Victor's shout ripped through the silence, and he dragged Maya and me back through the steel door. We slammed it shut just as the first wave of spores brushed against the glass, coating it in a fine, pale yellow dust. We all leaned against the door, gasping for breath, hearts hammering against our ribs. Outside, the world had turned a hazy, ethereal gold. "Masks, cover your faces," Maya barked, her nurse's instinct taking over. We tore strips from the curtains, soaked them with water from our canteens, and tied them around our mouths. But we all knew it was a desperate, probably useless gesture. If the spore concentration rose high enough, no makeshift mask would save us. Victor glanced out the window, his face green. The golden haze was thickening. "We can't stay here forever. The air system's down. The spores will seep in eventually. We need to get the power back on." All eyes turned to me. The unspoken question hung heavy and suffocating in the silence. Maya's voice was soft, almost a whisper. "Leo, what are you feeling?" I took a slow breath. The truth was, I felt strange. Not afraid, but attuned. I felt a vibration thrumming through my bones. Something I couldn't name. The whispers in my mind were sharper now, louder, as if the spore cloud itself was amplifying them. I could feel every single particle, every pulse of the network stretching across the air. It wasn't hostile. It was inviting. "They don't want to kill us," I murmured, the words feeling foreign on my tongue. "They want us to breathe them in. That's how they connect. That's how they consume." "Wonderful," Victor muttered sarcastically. "So we just open the door and take a deep breath." "I'm not saying that," I snapped back, frustrated. "I'm just telling you what I sense. It's like being lured into a cult. It feels tempting, but it's deadly." Outside, the massive mushrooms had gone still, their glowing caps pulsing slowly, rhythmically, as more and more spores flowed into the air. Then, an image flared in my mind, clear as day. A tunnel. Not a ventilation shaft, but a sealed service tunnel, connecting the main building to the generator room. Hidden. Safe. "There's a tunnel," I said, my voice firm. "It goes straight to the generator. Alex never told us about it." Maya narrowed her eyes. "How do you know that?" I saw it, like before." The map just appeared in my head. Victor hesitated for a long second, then gave a sharp nod. "Fine. We'll follow your leadenly, because we've got no other choice. Move." We descended into the basement, not toward the containment zone this time, but to a hidden panel concealed behind an old electrical cabinet. I pointed, and Victor pried it open. Behind it, a narrow iron staircase led down into a damp, concrete tunnel. The air was thick and musty, but mercifully free of spores. The passage stretched on and on, swallowed by darkness, silent except for the echo of our footsteps and the flickering beam of Victor's flashlight cutting through the black. "Do you hear them again?" Maya whispered from behind me. "Only the whispers," I answered, my voice low. "They talk about perfection, about how the old world is broken, and this is the next stage of evolution. No fear, no pain, no separation." "Sounds lovely," Victor muttered from the front. "If you enjoy turning into a fungus, I'm not saying I believe it." I shot back, "But if we want to stop it, we need to understand it. This isn't just a monster, it has intent." Maya's voice was cold and hard. "I don't care what it wants. I just want to stay me." We finally reached the end of the tunnel. Another steel door blocked our path. Victor put his shoulder into it, forcing it open with a groan of rusted metal. The generator room stretched before us, vast and silent, filled with the heavy scent of oil and dust. Victor immediately rushed to a massive control panel. "Okay, one of the main breakers. Tripped probably when the system overloaded. I can fix this." While he worked, A familiar pressure began to build inside my skull. Down here, deep underground, the network's presence was stronger, more palpable. I could feel the fungal threads vibrating inside the concrete walls around USA, living, breathing pulse. And then I heard it, not the usual whisper. This was a voice, deep, calm, and horribly, unnervingly human. You don't need to resist, Leo. I froze, my eyes darting around the empty room. Maya and Victor were completely oblivious, focused on the generator. You are part of life, the voice continued. Smort a silk. Division only brings pain. Come back. Return to unity. The voice was soothing. It promised peace, an eternal end to fear, to loneliness, to struggle. For a terrifying second, a part of me wanted that. No, I whispered, shaking my head to clear it. I'm Leo. The voice chuckled softly in my mind. Leo is only a name, a mask. Beneath it, you've always been one of us. Let us help you. A sharp pain stabbed behind my eyes. I saw Maya and Victor, but they seemed twisted, small, fragile. The walls between us felt sharper and higher than ever. They'll never understand you, the voice cooed. They fear you. But we welcome you, Leo. Maya's hands grabbed my shoulders, shaking me. I blinked, realizing I was on my knees, clutching my head, drenched in sweat. You were talking to yourself, she said, her own voice trembling. What happened? I heard it, I gasped, struggling for air. Clearly, it's talking to me. It's trying to convince me. Just then, the emergency lights flickered and roared to full life. The massive generator thrummed, its powerful hum filling the room. Power was back. Yes, Victor cheered, slamming his hand on the panel. Air filters are back online. We're safe for now. But our relief was short-lived. From the cracks in the ceiling, black, fungal strands began to sprout, spreading with unnatural speed, wrapping themselves around the machines, pulsing with a sick inner light. No! Victor shouted, ripping at them with his bare hands. And then that voice again. But this time, it wasn't just in my head. It echoed through every wall, resonating from the room itself. How disappointing. We offered peace. From the deepest shadows at the far end of the room, a figure emerged. It was Alex. Or what was left of him. His body was now a grotesque statue of fungal tissue, black tendrils writhing just beneath his skin. Only his eyes remained human-end. They were empty, hollow voids. Alex, Maya whispered, her voice breaking. He opened his mouth, and the network's deep voice spoke through him, the sound resonating from the fungal cords embedded in his throat. The failed host still serves a purpose. Witness the true power of unity. Alex raised his hand. Instantly, every fungal thread in the room and maybe in the whole facility began to vibrate as one. A deep, rhythmic hum filled the air, shaking the very ground beneath our feet. Pipes burst. Concrete walls cracked. The entire structure groaned as if it were about to collapse. The network was no longer trying to assimilate us. It was done waiting. Now, it would destroy everything and rebuild the world in its own image.